Hello, once again, thank you, and welcome to AwakenSoulHeart, where love begins. This is your host, Hugh Yang. Today, we're going to dive into the Charlie Kirk um, situation. We're going to dive into Charlie Kirk analysis at UVU and Utah. So, based on the angles, of all the angles that we've seen on social media, YouTube, all the angle, I'm not gonna get into um, I can't really share your with you their videos. You can see them on YouTube, but um, it's, I think you already seen all the angles that you've seen. But I just want to do my own analysis on Charlie Kirk and what happened in UVU, Utah, and it's gonna be a few. I see a few scenarios that we can talk about today, and the first one here is, let me drag over here. Right. So uh, the first one is scenario one with Tyler Robinson. So in the gun, his rifle, the cartridge have 5 bullets with their own message on it, and whether is the first one is being used or not, we don't really know. But there is a total of 5 bullets in that cartridge, and the first being used, and there's 4 left, and they recover the 4 bullets. They have their message on it, and then a few days later, they found an object in Charlie Kirk's body, and that became that they took it, and then it became part of the evidence. So they can't really share with the public. Um, it's they say they found it, but they didn't really say whether it's tied to the rifle or not. But with but the fact is, the rifle 1906 that has 30-06 rounds. That round is huge. It's big. If it's hit a target, y'all seen the videos. If he hit a target, it's gonna that target is gonna get tore up by that bullet with that size. Yeah, so it's catastrophic on hit targets. So we see the wounds, but we don't really see the exit wound on the neck, behind the neck, and the extra damage on the canvas and background, on the floors, on the tables. None of that. So, and those are basically facts. Because with that bullets, with that kind of damage, I'm really surprised that there's no bodily fluids, you know, splashing to the back canvas and all over the grounds, and even his security around. They should have had some fluids on them too. But that's for scenario one. Um, is they found the bullets, but is it gonna be tied to Tyler Robinson's rifle? We'll see in courts. See if that bullet is tied to the rifle. Let's get to scenario two. So you mentioned that there's a bushman on the third tier level on the right hand side of the tent where the audience is sitting up there top. Well, when we look at the angles, we notice that the tent is too low for the man, and he's staying up there too high, and he's too close. If he was to target Charlie, he would have to target through the tent because Charlie's too low in the tent, and if you have to see through that canvas, you need a sensor weapon, X-ray or heat, but you can't. The sensor weapon is no good through the tent. You can't see through the tent canvas. So even if you does guess where to aim and you hit the target, his neck, the entry wound would have been on the side over here and come out where the extra wound is, and it would have hit extra damages once he leaves Charlie. But apparently, there's no external damages once it exit through the neck. That's scenario number 2. Scenario number 3. So, Ring State bro, he mentioned that it's possible that he might be getting shot from the back, but there is no uh, entry wound from the back. And entry wound, it has to be on the back, but it wouldn't sound right if the exit wound came out of here. So there's audience up there. If we were just to station himself up there in the back, he would have been founded, and he had to target Charlie Kirk through the tent with sensor weapon, and there's no entry wound on the back. And if he was to uh, shoot from the back, anybody in the front, they would get damaged too. They would get hurt. But apparently, there's nobody in the front get hurt, and so I mean, you just look at all the angles. If with that kind of bullets, if it came out of Charlie Kirk, somebody is gonna get hurt besides Charlie Kirk. But nobody else did get hurt. It's just him. Scenario 4. So we got ear squid detonator strapped to the chest. We can't really see through the chest, through the shirt, but according to the event that happened when the detonator had detonated, it blew up the shirt. It puffed off the shirt. Like both, it just got really like a lot of uh, air. It's in that button and just blew up the shirt. So there's the neck is targeted. Detonator remote button. The sound of impacts is right here. The mic. The shirt popped up, like I mentioned. The detonator recovered by the securities. And then there's mention of the tunnel. The tunnel is used for escape. I don't know who did. I don't know who didn't. I'm not gonna say who escaped because I'll leave that to y'all. Because when he was down on the floor, everybody just snatched the evidence up for him. I don't know what they're doing, but they're getting something. So at this point, if the is the event stage or not, I'll leave that up to you guys. And so Erica Kirk, she had mentioned that she didn't want autopsy done, but the doctor, they apparently did have taken an object from his body, and they said that it was a bullet. But uh, we're just gonna have to wait to see if the bullet is connected to the rifle or not. That will ultimately, tie Tyler to the shooting. But if not, then we don't know. But what I also noticed is that Donald Trump, he won the death penalty for Tyler Robinson and to for death penalty. So that means he's gonna have to die for the to to get punished. His punishment is death. That's what death penalty is. So with that being done, he's gonna have to get silence because he's not gonna have no time to speak of what happened. So that's whether they gonna go through with it or not. I mean, at this time with event like this, you want the country to be united and seek, you know, justice for Charlie Kirk and bring the country together. Not we're not supposed to be split like left versus right, liberal versus conservative, or stuff like that. We're supposed to be come together and solve this mystery, solve this event together as a country. We're not to split into two different sides. It's just not the moment where we, you know, fight among ourselves, point fingers. We're supposed to come together as a group, as a country, to bring justice to Charlie Kirk and make the country even better and to prevent these kind of things happening in the future. Um, for whatever purpose it serves. So this is my analysis of the Charlie Kirk event in UVU, Utah. So if there's anything that to be discovered later on, we'll keep you guys up to date. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, comment down below in the comment section. Alright, y'all. Peace out. The Awaken Soul Heart.